Hi, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. I had to talk about this. Um, Cynthia, this is from Cynthia. This is from Cynthia G's channel. This man, I'm gonna link up the other video I did about this guy. You know, he's all over the internet. He's all over TikTok, probably Instagram, YouTube. um, Saying that the first original video, he said he got 7 kids for 7 baby mamas, and he didn't have any intentions on being a father to the children, and he tried to get the mothers to have an abortion and or Plan B, and they didn't do it. And he told them that he told the women that he didn't want uh, any children. That's the original video on the right. This other video, she played it, but I don't want, I don't want to play it on here. But second one, he's saying, as you can see up there, it's written, "None of my 7 baby mamas are black." And he's going on and on about how he would never mess with a black woman, and 9 times the baby, the child would have been aborted. He contradicts himself. Did you not say in the original video that you tried to get these 7 women to have an abortion? And then in this other one, he talks about uh, that these this baby mamas are white, and if he had been with black women, they would have got an abortion. But then you're trying to get these white women to abort your children. Make it make sense. Um, he's going on about he would never get with a black woman, and went to ranking the women and put them white women on the top. He said, "I'm going to get top tier," and all this stuff. But in the original video, he said that he was going to get top tier, which meaning white women. But then in the original video, he said that he was suggesting that these women were bottom tier because they just gave themselves up to him and all this kind of stuff. He suggested in the first video that these women were bottom tier without revealing the race of the women. And then now in this video, he said the baby mamas aren't black. He's saying that he only messes with top tier, meaning white women. So make it make sense. He's contradicting himself. And and how many of us, if you guys heard the story, and it's all over social media, so I know you have, and you watch YouTube, it's all over YouTube. But how many of you, hit me up in the comment section, assume that he was talking about black women? I gotta admit, I gotta raise my hand. I have to admit, I'm guilty. I did automatically assume that he was talking about black women. When I did my original video on this guy, I just said don't lay with him. Told women don't. That's good he's on social media, so you know not to lay with him. I didn't say black, white, or whatever. But I did assume that that's because I automatically assume that me and probably I don't know how many other people automatically assume that the 7 baby mamas were black. Come on, tell the truth and shame the devil. Get in the comment section and let me know you thought the same thing, didn't you? I'm guilty. I thought the same thing. And now I feel bad. I feel really bad. I feel like crap that I assumed that they were black women. I said, oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm stereotyping my own sisters. I feel bad now that I assumed that they were black. Now, I don't know if this guy is coming on here saying it's for shock value to get more viewers and subscribers. Who knows? But um, this is some of the things that he said about black women. I said, now, oh, on top of that, on top of being a deadbeat, he's also a jerk's almost a color. He's also a colorist on top of that. I said he's colorist, racist against black women. I said, isn't that interesting? I said, isn't that an interesting twist? I said, not only is he a deadbeat, but he's colorist and racist against his own race of women. That's interesting, isn't it? So basically, like what Cynthia G and a lot of the women, the black women's sphere is saying, they basically got the same black man. They basically got the same black man that the black women are getting. They're not getting anything. They didn't get anything special here. They got the same deadbeat. And I have to honestly say, although I would not wish this on any race of women, because every child, no matter what race they are, deserves to have a father. I wouldn't wish it on any race of women, but I have to say that I'm glad that black women are not involved in this. I'm glad that black women are not enduring this. I mean, I don't wish it on, I hate they have to go through it, because no woman should have to endure that. But I'm at the same time, I'm glad black women don't have to endure it. But also, what my concern is these children are biracial. And he's talking about that. He didn't, and then he also said that he didn't want no black kid. Those children are still going to be considered black by society. And I said, well, you didn't want those kids. I said, you made it very clear in the first. See, he's full of contradictions. In the first video, did he or did he not make it very clear that he didn't want those kids? Then in this video, where he's saying none of the baby mamas are black, he's saying that he didn't want no black kids. But then in the original video, he says he don't even want those kids. And those kids are still going to be considered black according to society. You know, the one drop. America still operates on the one drop rule. So those children will still be considered black by society. And it's very, very detrimental. It's very detrimental for black children to grow up without a father. But it's extremely detrimental for a biracial child to grow up without a black father. Because that black father needs to educate them about how to be, to move as a black person in this society, because that's the way they be looked at. And it's very, very, very unfortunate that they're going to be raised without their father. Um, that's very unfortunate. That's sad, because biracial people have to endure a lot of identity issues. They have to endure a lot of identity issues because they are biracial. Because the black people aren't saying you're not black. The white people are saying you're not white. And so they have to, they're forced to a lot of times to pick a side. This is a whole nother topic though. And then most of the time it's the black side because that's the way society sees them. But if they have a strong black father, that father can help them, can help guide them and educate them and all that kind of stuff. And so by them not having that black father, and I say, and a lot of people, it has been proven that black people or black women are better equipped to raise biracial children because of that, because of society as seeing the biracial children and treating and viewing the children as black. The black woman can better prepare the child. I mean, you feel me? Whereas white women, they don't have any idea what it's like to be black. They have the tendency to, they're literally raising the child as either, they're trying to raise a child as either a white child or your child is biracial, but they're not equipped to prepare the child for living a life as a black person, because the only way that you can truly understand that is that you have to be black yourself. So that's why black women are better equipped Black biracial children that come from black women are more mentally more together and more have a more stronger sense of identity than the ones that are raised by white women, unless they have a strong black father. And so that they're going to be at, by them being biracial, they're going to be at a disadvantage unless they can meet another man, stepfather to come in there. But if the stepfather's white, then, and then, it's, yeah. But if the stepfather's black, yeah, it's going to be difficult for them. And see, and this man doesn't care because he's a deadbeat. He doesn't care. But you know what? God hears him. He hears him. Okay. So, God knows. God knows. He's fully aware. So God will deal with him accordingly, you know. But I just really feel bad for the children that have to endure this. And I do feel bad for the mothers because no woman, regardless of race, should not have to endure dealing with this type of man, period. But like I said, I'm glad that black women are not in it. Just like the Tiger Woods situation where he was messing with all the women and they were all black. Because, Tiger Woods, if he got a black woman, he holding her for the police. Tiger Woods got a black woman, he holding her for the police. He don't have nothing to do with no black women. And black women have the nerve to get mad because it was no black women. All the women that he was messing with, it was no black women. I said, you know what? I said, what is wrong with black women? They should be glad that I'm glad ain't no sisters in that mess. That is a mess there. That was a whole mess with Tiger Woods. I said I am happy that there's no black women involved in that. I'm glad that there's no sisters in that. That's a good thing that there's no sisters in that because that situation was a mess. So I'm glad that black women are not in this situation here. And the thing is, and this is the point that Cynthia G is making. The thing is that black men all over social media are using this guy's situation here to bash black women. He's using this situation to bash black women. So that's what makes it bad. That's what makes it bad because they're using this situation because now he's just now coming out saying my 7 baby mamas are not black. But everybody assumed that, and black men, the black female haters, that they ambassadors, that they assumed that, and they was just licking their chops and couldn't wait to get out there and put some content on YouTube talking about this guy and his 7 black baby mamas that they assumed were black women and use this as an example to bash black women, to further bash black women. Now, Cynthia G is posing the question, and I'm also posing the question, will those same black men retract their comments and say, you saying, talking about how black women were irresponsible, this and that and the other. Okay, will you retract that and then saying these women were also being irresponsible, and that's, will you also take that, you have that same energy towards these Caucasian women? And 9 times out of 10, they're not. They're not going to retract those. They're not. 9 times out of 10, they're not, because there's a different set of. They have a different set of standards when it comes to white women. They have a different set of standards. You know, they are they are they raise the bar real high when it comes to us, and then you know very relaxed standards when it comes to them. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. So, yeah, I had to get on here and talk about this. This is really, really interesting. This is really an interesting twist. But I guess you can check out Cynthia G's video, or this jerk is on TikTok. I don't look at his content, but he's all over YouTube. But this is an interesting twist. He said this, his baby mamas are not black. He said he don't mess with black women. And yeah, this is interesting. So like, yeah, they say they got, unfortunately, got the same black man that black women get. Uh, this particular brother here, they got the same one, same deadbeat. So let me know in the comment section. I just really think that's really interesting. But I really feel bad assuming that they were black women. Like I said, hit me in the comment section if you thought the same thing. Come on, tell the truth and shame the devil. Okay, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and share. Until the next video, be blessed.